Yup, we are here in the kitchen. What's cooking? Listen, guys. Ooh, here hump day, and we are live in the kitchen. Chef Dennis and Lady T. We here, y'all. I hope you guys having a good week so far. The weekend is coming upon us, and guess what? We are ready for this hot weather. We're still in the middle of the summer, and it is going to be a good one. This weekend is going to be exciting. I'm going to do some networking this weekend. Oh man, I can't wait. Rooftop day party. Ooh, a lot of people's going to be there. A lot of networking is going on.
I hope it's gonna be in the evening.
No, actually, it starts at 1 and it ends at 5, so that's a good thing. So I can't wait. I'm excited for it. And I'm going to meet some new people, try to get some new guests, try to work that out, and sometimes, some people are into it, some people are shy, but having a conversation with them once they get to know me a little bit and they see that it's a safe place, they might be excited just like I am, and they might come on. And I always tell them, I said, listen, if you're the type of person you shy, you don't have to show your face. They just want to hear your voice, having a conversation, and that's the start of it. That's the beginning of it. So, we want them to know that it's a safe place. We want to, indulge in a conversation, hear their perspective, and we go from there. Today's a great topic. But as we begin to talk, T, you have anything special this weekend?
I'm gonna hang out with some girlfriends. We're gonna do the girl thing, my besties.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So when I meet your bestie, I want to see who they are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta meet them.
Okay.
I gotta meet them.
Yeah. This is my bestie from high school, middle school. Yeah, middle school. Middle school. My bestie. Bestie.
For real. Oh man, so y'all been friends? Y'all been friends since then?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's
And
one.
she
That's
moved
wonderful.
out of state, so it's all about celebrating because she is the first to move out of state. I'm so happy for her. And so when she moves out of state, she gonna have me a guest bedroom ready for me. So I'm
Oh,
excited about that. she knows
oh,
she knows it. And her family, she got a big family, so but yeah,
oh.
it's gonna be
Okay,
exciting this weekend.
okay, that's what's up. I like that. I like the sound of that. Yeah, like I said, me and my brother, he's going with me. I'm see if wifey want to come too. She might want to come. I told her she's going to church first, and then she gonna slide on over. I told her, yeah, come on, cause I need all the mouths to do the networking for me too. I'll be one over here. She shy though. I'll be like, listen, hey, you gotta tell them. You gotta tell them just like this. They have a good content. Chef Dennis and Lady T in the kitchen cooking. They
Look,
cooking for real? No, that's their stage. That's the stage. We cooking it up. We
I
stirring up the
feel
pot.
for her. I do feel for her if you're gonna be having her do that.
Why?
Because
I know.
I
T,
don't
you
know.
don't do it for me. I told you. I be telling you. I be like,
Say
listen.
it-
Huh?
say what you said again.
I said you don't even do it.
I know that's why I
Yeah.
feel.
I be like, don't be. Listen, hey T, listen. Look. It's you don't got to be shy about it. I mean, it's. I mean, you know what? Let me take that back. I won't say shy about it. It's just how you present it to them. Because remember we was out when you came up. Like you see what I was doing. I was like, yo, listen, hey, we got a podcast, and we come on Monday, Wednesday. Look, they subscribed, they chimed in, they
But
just let that. But
it's different for you because that's your personality. That's not my personality. Like, you be lucky to get me to really kind of talk sometimes because I can be quiet sometimes. Like, I'm really to myself. But then when I'm around people I'm supposed to be around, oh, I have no problem talking. But you know what I'm trying to say.
I, I,
You
I
meet
I know.
people, you meet people all the time and have no problem putting that out there. That's not me. So you know this.
But like you told me, if we want to expand, guess what? You're a part of that expansion. So people listen, people chime in because of you. I mean, of course, because they see me and they know some of them know me. They be like, yeah, you know, you know, it's just Chef Dennis. But look, they be like, listen, let's
It's you.
see,
It's
let's
you.
see Lady T and Chef Dennis go at it. That's what they say.
Right. That's it. That's it. Our dynamic, how we are together. So I get it. But
Yeah.
now that I can't. And plus, I'm all about slow and steady. I'm a Capricorn. We go up to the top slow and steady, baby. We get to the mountaintop slow and steady, but we get there.
Remember, you say, look, let's keep this in mind. Remember, you said, I'm going to sell all my stuff and
That's
I'm
right.
going to travel.
And I'm gonna
So
go to the mountaintop with all my little bit of trinkles and look at. I'm gonna be like the eagle looking down below.
look, that's this part about traveling. We're gonna be traveling.
I know, but you know what? Honestly, I was thinking about something before we get into the topic. I was thinking about this, and I was like, I think about you and how you are, and how I'm slow and steady, right? And I know I'm not pushing for no type of fame. But I could see you as, that's like, people get that number, a certain amount of followers and stuff like that. I don't think I'd be ready for it. I probably would cry because I wouldn't want that, because I've always been private. That's like, it's like responsibility, and then you gotta listen to everybody else's comments. That's why I say celebrities. I truly have respect for them just because of the fact that their whole life is aired out to the world.
Hmm.
So many people. I like hiding, being behind the curtain, being like, hey y'all, I'll wave.
But
Okay.
T, I got one for you though. But see now, you say the key to our conversation is listening. I be hearing you sometimes, and I listen to you. You know, I hear you and I listen at the same time, right? T, you always said you're a giving person.
Yes.
So if you're giving, right,
Yeah.
you you got to be able to give your time too.
I definitely
In
give
the
my time.
Exactly. So guess what? There are people that need other women's perspective on a positive note.
I
So
get
you are that. Listen, you are that lighthouse for them. You know what I'm saying? You've been hurt before. You've healed. You're still in your healing process, and and you're still growing. And some women that's hurt, they need that. So guess what? You only can teach them and show them your, not just your way, but how to recover from that hurt. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. So that's key, and that's why when we sit here and we talk, right? There's women that's listening, there's men that listen, but the women, listen to you more so than me, because I am honestly saying that sometimes I speak from a man's perspective, because that's all I can talk about is a man's perspective. I can't. So you bring the dynamics of a woman. Even if I don't agree with it, you still bring that dynamic where women can understand and relate to. You know what I'm saying? Women, that's what y'all good at. You guys get together, y'all talk, and y'all cry together, but y'all bond. Men really don't do that. We men are now learning how to bond with one another and not see them as gay or anything like that. We're starting to do that. We're trying to grow with that. We do have a lot of men ministry out there in the world, but some men have to find it. You know what I'm saying? And work at that. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of men that's hurt too, and look what they doing. They hurting women. They bringing them down and they mud and they unhappiness. So that's what happens.
it. I get it.
You know what I mean?
But it's
So
still judgmental people out there. We just
of
gonna
course,
that. So
of
that's important.
course,
Nobody really wants to, deal with your judgmental people. Honestly,
of course. Um, that's major. And that's sometimes I think people get discouraged with that because of that. You know what I'm saying? They get discouraged and they get disgruntled, and they don't want it. Lita, what's up?
yeah.
What's up, girl?
You
Hey,
just
hey.
waking up?
Huh?
You just waking up?
No, I was talking to my son's father about,
Oh,
because my son had to go off to football camp.
okay.
Camp.
I
That
see.
means he's gone for a while. Like he won't be home.
Yeah, and then he won't be home for a minute, but he forgot some of the stuff out of his bag. I'm just like, I don't know. For you to want to go play professional football for the NFL, you are irresponsible, son.
See,
I think it's a God thing, honestly.
I'm like, did you pack his bag? And he was like, no, I'm not finna do all of that and this and that. Like, you're his mom. I was like, but he don't live with me. He live with you.
That's
oh
funny.
boy, oh boy, here we go, here we go.
That's funny though.
Last year he lived with me. I just packed everything because that's what mothers do. We pack everything the night before. We're well prepared. But father, y'all do different. But it's all good. Hey.
I don't know about him, but I don't speak for me. Don't speak for me.
Well, what Chef did, Chef Dennis, you would have packed the night before?
For my son?
Yeah, for football camp. Or camp, going out of town or whatever.
You sure you were? No, what I would what I would have told him, get in there, pack all your stuff up. Not me, him. See? That's the difference. I'd be like, boy, get in there and pack your stuff up. You got to go to camp. All right? This ain't my responsibility, it's yours. Get in there. And he'd been there packing, pouting. Get your butt in there and pack this stuff up.
Camp like Smokey and Craig. Got an air mattress, no sheets, no pillows. You know what I'm saying?
You only thing, look, Alita, the only thing you were supposed to do was supervise it and see what he packed and see if he got the right thing. That's it. He's supposed to pack his own bag. You got sheets in there, boy. You got washcloths in there. You got your toothpaste. Boom. That's it. Hey, put that in there. That's it. He been packing his own bag. But listen, enough of all that. Yeah. We gonna jump right in this topic. Self-control, men and women. So being that you just came here, leader, we listen. You can go how you want to. You can dive in how you want to, but we want to know. I want to know how you feel about self-control, men and women. So you can start with the men, or you can start with the women. I want to hear this because I got some stuff I want to say. I got to get off my chest. You women, I'm talking about you women. I got to believe this. Come on. You can talk about the men if you want to, because I'm gonna talk about you women. Trust me, I'm gonna get on y'all today.
I'm speaking from my point of view.
Of course.
With women, I think it's all about maturity, with self-control. And I'm gonna use myself for example. And the type of self-control we're talking about, is it anger, relationships? What self-control?
Self-control on every level, whether you're in a relationship, work, everything.
Relationship, work, all that. I feel like it's gotten better with my age, and with when I say that, and I'm gonna give you an example. You would say somebody say something to you at the job. I constantly have to send emails. Sometimes you think, how do I send this email without this mother taking me to HR? So a maturity level is learning how to send an appropriate email or this, that, or whatever, because 20-year-old leader wouldn't have been that nice. I have a self-control level that's like, it's to the point where I'm too old to be fighting right now. But in my 20s, I would have flew off the handle just like that. So it's definitely something that happens when you mature. I get older, because when I was at 18, 19, I was popping off, period. Little thing you said to me, I ain't care about no rent, no nothing. I'm going to get right with you. I was giving you what they call these young whippersnappers, the sauce.
Yeah, give me that sauce, bro. Saucy.
I was saucy. So, I mean, and then it's in relationships too. You got to learn when to hold and when to fold, because it's a lot of give and take in relationship and marriage as well. It's a lot of give. And I know this because in my current relationship, it's a lot where I'd be like, I want to say, nah, you right, you wrong. In my head, I'm like, and they know they wrong. But I'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you have it just to keep the argument down. But in my head, I'm just like, they know they're wrong. But it's a self-control thing. It's like, do I want to be happy and just let it go? Or do I want to keep arguing about it? So sometimes you got to let them have it. But then sometimes when you do that too, I'm going to tell you, the pettiness comes out later on. Well, you was wrong a couple of months ago, but I'm telling you right now, da 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 da. Yep. So, I mean, definitely a maturity thing. Because as I got older, I don't do a lot of things.
So today, you Lady T, you look like you wanted to say something. You want to chime in? Go ahead.
I totally agree with her. But that's something that we're really not really taught and this is my opinion too. I don't feel like self-control is taught to us when we're young, how to control our emotions properly. We're not really taught that very well when we're young. So it is a maturity thing. So we're kind of like growing into becoming more control with our emotions, with our behaviors. So I completely agree with her. I think that's a gradual process. And men and women are different. I think that men have a different type of self-control than women have in themselves. So, it's always, when I say men and women are different, is because us women, we go through things after a certain age every month, and that has a lot to do with self-control for a woman that men don't have to go through. So it's like, things aren't really taught to us as we're young, but it's every time, we're living this life, we're kind of growing into that maturity of self-control. So I completely agree. She got
all
it.
Right. So what I want to know is this. All right, your guys said self-control, right? So tell me this. Can you guys answer me this? Why do women feel like they can hit a man? Can you explain that to me? And knowing that they may get hurt by hitting a man. Can y'all tell? Because I think you need self-control with that.
Oh yeah, I agree completely. Now I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say it's right, okay, for a woman to do it. All right, just hear me out. I ain't gonna say it's right. Okay. I know it, but I have been in that situation, so I have had that, and the reason why is because sometimes it's not a punch. It's not it might not. It could be a slap. It could be a reaction thing. But it's more of a mother instinct for me. This is for me, okay? Because wait, hear me out. Because I see something in my mind that I know is wrong, and immediately, because we all grew up with the physical. I'm saying all of us, most of us. I'm not gonna say all of us. Most of us who grew up with being beat as we were kids, right? Getting our whoopings, getting our beatings, and so I think it's in me because of that. And having it throughout the generations of my life. And because I do have also a more of a aggressive side, I'm a little bit more, my femininity is not, always there. It's that masculine part of me that come out sometimes. I think, it's not right, but it is something that I know that self-control needs to, it happened younger, it doesn't happen as I'm older, but I know it's still in me. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie to myself and say, oh, I would never do it again, because I'm not going to sit up here and tell you I'm never going to do something. I don't know nothing about what tomorrow's going to bring. You know what I'm saying? But self-control, I would hope, would be in me not to do, certain things. And I know when not to put my hands on somebody. But as far as women, we have a thing about us where we are like, this is my opinion, like we are a mother and we want to stomp the hell out of you, that type of thing.
Now watch this. Now I'll listen to you, right? But here's the crazy part. The women that have hand problems, right? Yep. To their man, I'm trying to figure out, have you ever hit your father? Not you, I'm just saying, because guess what?
Yes. If I need to, if my daddy does something wrong, I'll jack him up, put him up on that wall, say, "Look, sucker."
Yeah, I know the devil is a lie. Yeah, you ain't go put your hands on your father. But that's that's the thing. I'm just trying to figure it out because usually, even if a woman has, as a child, seeing that how the home is abuse, right? I can see that, right? They think that's okay. But I'm just trying to figure out if they didn't have that type of abuse, how can they just feel like because they're upset that they could just hit a man just because they upset? Men don't just some men. I'm not even gonna say there is not a lot of men, the good men, that just because they get upset just slap a woman or hit a woman.
I agree.
That ain't happening.
Well, it's not a lot,
Is it?
right?
Is it right? Is it happening? Yes, it's happening. But there, if you look at statistics, there's not a lot of men beating on women.
Yeah.
You know,
that we hear about now.
No, but it's still it's not. You look at society and you look at the whole number, right? There's not a lot of men just beating on women.
But
There are men.
It used to be a lot back in the day. Lita, I want you to come in, say some things, but I'm here.
I'm gonna address it with this situation because I don't know if y'all watched the video with Jonathan Majors and the chick, the one chick that he was into it with, the Caucasian chick.
Oh no!
So I watched the whole video, and she was claiming that he abused her. So I'm watching the whole debacle, and from what I seen, and I know everybody else I seen it, this man was walking away from her, like running away from her, going like in the bars everywhere, like get away from me. And she following him 90 miles per hour. Nah, you gonna talk to me, you gonna listen to me, and this and that. At that point, if a dude running away from you, doing everything in the world to avoid you, and you chasing him up the block, like gonna make him talk to you, and even he done took. Now this was the pivotal point of the whole video. He takes her and put her in the car, scraps her in her seatbelt, and shut the door to get away from her. Like, get in your cab, take your drunk behind on home. And she still gets out and, I'm going to talk to you. And then goes home and laid out for the police to come. Oh, he done hit me and knocked me down.
Wow.
You want me to actually believe, and I'm not condoning no man to hit no woman. But after what I seen in that video, you want me to actually believe that he came home and just knocked you out?
Right. I get you.
After you done did all of that?
So Lita, so that's my whole thing. Why do women do that? Like, I don't
problem because they want to be heard. He ain't trying to deal with it. And so if you're not trying to deal with it, I'm going to make you listen. You have a problem. That individual has a problem with aggression. That individual has a problem with anger, and they need to seek some help. Because if I'm trying to walk away, let me go ahead and walk away, and then I'll get back with you. But if you're going to try to pull me in to bring me to talk to you, then you're going to get what you get. But I mean, I know self-control. I'm not going to jail for no one. So I'm gonna get myself out of the situation.
So let me ask y'all something. So if a woman spits in a man's face, right? What do you think he's supposed to do? You think he's supposed to walk away?
Yeah. Honestly, was she talking about with what's his name? Majors, right?
Major.
Yeah, with that lady, that's like really irrational women. When I say irrational, I'm really saying going off the chain of where you're really supposed to be as a person.
It's a lot of women that do that.
Yeah, and I did not know, but it's unfortunate because they don't have the ability to control themselves. They have to put it on to a man or somebody else will say, but we're talking about the man. So honestly, it's sad, but Honestly, I'm not surprised just because everybody's mental state's all effed up anyway. So what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, people are crazy.
I had
So
when I worked, my manager at Taco Bell, this when I was in my teenage years, I worked for Taco Bell, and you know, a manager is a hard job, but a customer was having an attitude with him, and you know, this, that, or whatever, and the third, and is whatever transparent at the window. She got whatever she got from him, and she spit in my manager's face. Long story short, my manager went out there and whooped whooped her ass. Do I condone it? No, but if like spitting, okay, if you hit me, that's one thing. But to spit and cause bodily fluid, that's like, come on. That I think I'm a yeah.
Those are the people that need the ass whoop. You know, when you are a person that spits on somebody, you know that you definitely need your ass whoop. So yes, I agree.
Fluid, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
That's almost.
And you're right. The hit thing is a little bit different because of the spit. Just like you say, it's the fluid coming out of your mouth that you actually brought out of your mouth. So,
you know, Taco Bell fired him, but then at the end of the day, I think they turned around and reconvened after like 3 weeks or whatever, and they rehired him because I think they looked at the situation like you and I. They was like, you know, she spit in his face.
Right.
I'm gonna read something to you guys. I was doing some work on this, so I'm gonna read something to you guys. All right. When a man is broken, he can control and destroy everyone around him by what he does. When a woman is broken, she can destroy everyone around her by what she says. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He said that's why a man self-control is the greatest power, and for a woman, silence is hers. When a man has learned to be out of control, but to be out of people's control, has self-control, that's a powerful man. When a woman has learned to be silent, doesn't mean to be silenced. I'm silenced because I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice.
I'm reading the comments, and the girl Candy, is that her name, Candy? That's correct, because you got to think about back in the day how they used to do us in slavery. They would spit on us. Mm-hmm. That's a form of disrespect. So,
of course.
Yeah, you got to get your ass whooped for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I'm talking about this because that's a lot. Not the spitting. It's a lot of women, you know, just feel like, you know, I always go back to is what we watch on TV and how they are prompt to do certain things. Think they can get away with that. And it's vice versa. Men do the same thing, do things that can cause a woman to react a certain way, and then her response is, you know, hitting. You know, I'm sorry to say, women, that you have the power to make a man mad by your words. If as you hear what I said earlier, right? Men don't have that. You know, a man could say something to you, you be like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? You be like, whatever. But you have the power and the ability to say something to a man that's like trigger. Boom. You mess with his ego. If it's not his ego, you can say something to him and you can hurt his feelings and make him react on just by what you say. Men do that to women, and you guys will be like, it's whatever. Okay, that's how you feel. And you are very dangerous with your words. Dangerous. And you know, and what bothers me is that, you know, you guys, and it's not to tear down a woman. I'm just saying, that's why I asked y'all the question. Why do women do that? Like, get mad, and the only thing they feel like, the first thing they do is they want to hit. They want to hit a man. You know what I'm saying? And instead of really talking about it or conversating about it, or just saying, you know what, let's talk about it later. And I know and I understand that some people are broken, some people are hurting inside, and they don't know that when they're in a relationship, and then that comes out. What you want to say, T?
Thank you.
Oh Lord Jesus.
You first, T, and then I go.
All right, good.
Okay, let me say this. Okay, I'm going to speak for myself because I know that the men that I put my hands on, they had in my mind reason. You were called for it because your mouth did something. That's how I see it, right? Okay. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm saying that at the time when all that happened, it was like my reaction in my mind was, "Oh, you deserve this." So that was in my mind, right? But also, I take in the fact that I grew up fighting. I grew up fighting. I grew up having to defend myself physically all the time. I have had to fight my way to where I'm at. And people think that they can, say things to you or try to entrap you into a situation, and you're not supposed to do something. And I fought because of that. Now, I'm not saying I've been throwing blows with men. No, I'm not saying that. But I've had situations where I put my hand on a man and it was scuffled. I've done, and those men that can come out and say it, they'll still say when they hear my name, they'll smile because I still gave good love afterwards. So,
Yeah.
they
So
know-
you so when it, all right. So what 18? So I'm trying to figure something out. All right. So you are, in other words, you're justifying that because they
I'm
made you mad. They made
it's
you
just
mad.
it's not to say it's right. I'm not trying to say
Oh,
it's right. I'm not. It is something that I've done in the past. I don't do now, but I can see when I look back in my past, I'm still grateful for it because I had to do it. I was in a situation where even legal, I had to get into the legal system. And that right there is like, nobody really wants to go through the cops or the court system and things like that. Nobody really wants to have a restraining orders and things like that. Nobody really wants to. But there are those, just like you were saying about the Majors guy, that deserve to go through something because they crazy as I don't know what, right? Those type, that's not me. That's not my craziness, right? I was always trying to be in control of myself, but I still had a problem with my hands. And it is something that you grow out of because I've always had to fight. My background of having to defend myself because they look at me and hear me talk or, and expect something. And I'm going to be like, nah, son, let me show you, bro. Let me show you what I got. Like, let's do the race. Let's get it. But that's because I'm trying to defend my honor and myself. Why are we always depressed in this world? Because we sitting up here not able to really take care of ourselves. We're not really able to love ourselves. And women take it over the top. When I always say our women's rights, we take it too far sometimes with that whole lady, that Majors lady, the guy that the lady did all the dirt, what you were talking about, Lita. That's the type of stuff when I say women take it too far. Examples like that. There's a limit to how you react to people, and she's, I don't know. I look at it as, for me, I have to only speak who I am. That's all I'm saying. And it's just my little life, how I've lived it. No, I will not do that anymore. I have such a desire for giving love that my hands don't want to do those type of things. You know what I'm saying? So that's out of me. That was my sin. Like, we're gonna call it the sin of my days, right? You like to use the word sin. That was my sin. And my sin was that, right? And I'm not broken on that one no more. No. You know why? Because just like Lita, I don't want to sit up here and go through that with anybody. Nobody really wants to have their face messed up or anything when it comes to putting their hands on one another. So that was my little 2 cents.
go ahead, leave it.
When we talk about self-control as well, we always want to talk about the physical. And I know physical was back in the day with me, like you, T. Now it's like, even in my current relationship, and I can thank God for this, we have not had any physical altercations because it doesn't get that far. He has the same maturity level that I have, and we see that it's getting aggressive. He go his way, I go mine, that's it, and we let it go. But it's certain things, women, me and this is me as a woman that, with my mouth. And this is what Dennis was talking about. We can say with our mouth to be reckless because I know what to do to push his buttons. So I can say things like, oh, well, this example. Oh, so you going to do this? Well, I'm going to go out with my girls and I'm going to go blah, 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 blah. Because I know that's going to piss him off. No, I ain't going to hit him, but I know I'm going to hit him on emotion. Oh, I'm going to go do this and I'm going to piss you off. So I know it's going to piss him off because it's going to elevate him. He might throw the game down. Oh, so you going over here to do this and blah, blah. So we going to get to arguing. So I know how to make him lose control. He know how to make me lose control where it's not getting physical, but it's still not, what is the word that I want to say? It's still not healthy, but it's like, okay, well, you do something to me, I'm going to do something to you, I'm going to get you back. But it's just a little simple stuff. But I'm just glad it's not the aggressive thing because when I was in an aggressive relationship, like I said, I didn't know what it was because some abused women, we be like, we don't know what's going on. It wasn't until one day, and I had shades on, I had to go look in the bathroom because I had my hair over my face, and I pulled my hair back and looked in my eye because I was with this guy. He was beating me, but I wanted to be with this guy. And when I went in the bathroom, and I was in college then, and I looked at my face, and I was like, you know what? I'm up in class, getting ready to go to my English lit class, and I got a black eye. And I looked at my black eye. The next day, I went and filed a warrant and put his ass in jail. But it was how many times before that we got into an aggressive situation before I decided to do that. But it took me having to look in my face.
Yeah. Yeah. And Lita, I love you. Oh, I wish I could give you a hug because you're like one of those type people that I kind of wish I could have been as when I was younger because I fought a lot. Them out there that like to beat you type, they have this, and it's gotten better. I'm gonna act like it's gotten better. I don't know for sure as far as men not doing it. But back in the day, it was a lot. You know, it was something.
Control, none.
Yeah.
Like no self-control. It's just like, I think it was like one day I asked him about a gift. He had brought a gift, and I was like, "Oh, so you didn't get me one? Wow, just hit me." That's having no self-control. I just asked you a question. I didn't flinch at you. I didn't throw nothing at you. You have no self-control. Right. So for me to be in a positive relationship because like, even with my current relationship, so I say, oh, well, you ain't gonna hit me. You're like, where you get that from? I mean, I'm not doing all of that.
Yeah. And that's something that tells you how we think too. Right, you know, but and honestly, that's why I say about us as people, you know, we have a problem with hands. We have a problem with, you know, being able to communicate instead of putting our hands on one another. That we don't know how to communicate. I like the fact that we do this regularly because now we are able to communicate with one another. We try to get other people to come up on here just to have great conversation and talk things out. Because honestly, we need practice on that. I know I do. I need practice. You know, I need
take some kind of anger management, I say, because that's what I went through. I went through anger management. That was one of the things that I did. You can meditate, take medication, whether you legal or illegal. I don't care how you do it, but you have to learn how to turn your positive, turn your negative into a positive. Because you get into the workforce, and this is one of the things that I drive with my kids. You can't pop off.
Yeah.
Your boss. You can't pop off at your coworker because they send you a nasty email and this was something that I just got the other day. I got a nasty email and I wanted to react, but I was just like, okay, you know what? Next time, because the way they came at me, they was like, well, hey, why did you do it that way? And I was like, my mindset was, who the fuck are you talking to? That's what I wanted to send. But I was like, you know what? I did it this way because this is what I thought, but should I have did it this way? And next time I'll just send it to you then. It took a lot out of me to do that, but that's the maturity level that I have. I have a very good job and I'm not going to lose my job from losing control because you can lose control quickly.
Right.
It's just the way some people be talking to you. They be, and like I tell people all the time, don't play with me. Go play with your kids.
I heard that plenty of times too. But look, let me say this before I forget real quick. So I've heard since I was young about the way I communicate, right? And I've heard that I have aggressive way of communicating. And I'm like, I feel like if I'm just talking like I'm talking right now, this could be considered aggressive if I'm saying something that I'm hitting a nerve. Now, when I hit a nerve, I'm not hurting your feelings that bad where I am really punching low on the gut and I'm getting you on that side that just makes you go, ah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing a little pinch to say, look, I see you. You gonna hear my mouth. I see you coming at me. And if you don't like it, you better change it because I don't want to come at you a little bit stronger, but I can give it to you now. You know, that type of talk from a woman, when she just give a little bit, right? Just a little bit of aggression. Sometimes it's not received well. And then people get turned off by it. And I'm not here to make people feel good. So that's why, I am who I am, and that's why I've had my history. I get that. I've accepted that. But people need to see the truth of what's being said for real. Because if y'all hear me talk like this, you already know when I'm having conversation with somebody, I'm speaking something. I'm speaking something that needs to be said. And I'm trying my best. I do my best to not hurt feelings. I have been with people that I do my best to not hurt feelings. But if I give you a little bit of pinch on that hurt feeling thing, pay attention. That's really what a woman's most of the time is doing. But we get so messy with it where we don't have the self-control to sit up here and know when to stop, know when to, let it be and not say nothing else about it, or, get some space or something like that. Definitely. I had to learn that. I've gotten much better. Trust me when I tell you that. But back in the day, I wasn't chasing mofos out there. I was not doing that. I'm not going to sit up here and chase you, to sit up here and make you talk to me. No. I don't do that. I don't sit up here and try and cause things. But if you come out your mouth and say something and it's totally disrespectful, I have been known, yes, to do that in my past. Is it that case now? No. It's but it is something about, I'm going to say, I'm going to put a little bit on y'all men, because back in the day, no problem with a woman. But when a woman sits up here and tells you some things that you just can't receive or you don't like, and then you just, don't know how to deal with it, learn how to communicate better. Make that woman feel better in a way where she can, have a conversation with you and resolve the problem. Be a man, talk it out, do something. I don't know. But, don't always put it on the woman. Be the man to sit up here and say, I'm going to be the bigger man. I'm going to be the bigger, stronger one in this relationship and make it work. Do it then. But don't always sit up here and put it on a woman. Like, women, y'all men got more like muscle mass, everything is bigger, right? Most of the time than a woman. So you know that you can beat a tail. So why even put your hands on her, talk to her? That's how I see it. But no, when a woman does it, and daggone right, she ain't gonna do too much now. If she get an object in her hand, that's different. Okay.
See? Violence.
It is.
Violence.
Think about what we watch. Our TV is all about violence.
All right, there you go. Now you speaking my speed. Now you talking. See? Now you talking.
It was just a movie that came out this weekend that everyone's talking about, Divorcing the Black. Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen it. Did y'all see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
What?
I saw it. Yeah, you gotta check it out. Yeah, but the thing about it is, look, see, I watched it, right? I see something totally different.
What'd you see?
I'm not gonna speak on that right now.
We'll talk about it afterwards because I need to know.
Yeah, we'll talk about this afterwards. I'm not gonna talk about that right now. But I wanted to chime in on you guys. But look, listen, and that's why it's important for your selection of men and women. You know what I'm saying? You talk about communication. Listen. I tell people, I give advice. And they can take it or they can leave it. It doesn't make a difference to me because I'm always trying to be positive. Here's the thing. When you're looking for a spouse or you're looking for a relationship with a person, listen, if you're arguing in two months, that person ain't for you. If y'all in the argument in 2 months, you hey, drop them like a bad habit. Drop them. I don't, man or woman. It's not. Listen, if you arguing in 2 months, you're going to be arguing. And I'm not talking about. You shouldn't be arguing in the beginning of your relationship. That's a no. You know why? Because guess what? That's the beginning of your relationship. You're supposed to be getting to know one another, enjoying your time. It's precious, but so you're supposed to enjoy it. So you shouldn't be arguing. If you arguing in first, like I said, first 2 months, 3 months, if you argue, 5 months, no, you should not be arguing in the beginning of your relationship. That's not for you. You can just forget it. And most people don't do that. They want to stay there and say, oh, let's work it out. No, that's a red flag. Now, I ain't talking about just for me. That's for you too. Whoever you listening, that's you too. It's just that simple. You should not be in the argument in the first 5 months of your relationship. That ain't happening. If you arguing, then you still, guess what? I guarantee you. And guess what? There may be some who have made it 15, 20 years. And you know, that's like maybe like 1%. Yeah, I might say 2%. They say, oh, yeah, we argued in the beginning, but we got it through because guess what? Those were two people who were willing to work at it and do the right things for one another. Communication is key in a relationship. I don't care what relationship, work, parents, girlfriend, wife. Communication is key. You got to have good communication. And because you're going to be able to understand that today is a bad day for me. So you know what? You had a bad day, leader. You had a bad day, Lady T. You had a bad day. Okay. We'll talk about it later. Whenever you're ready to talk about it, we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? What, you need anything for me? That's communication. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be in the beginning. If it's not like that, then you're going to have problems later on down the line.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. It's so many things that most people look over because, you know, what they desire is, what they want, you know, and instead of saying, you know what, let me look at the big things. The first thing people look at is finance, right? Sex, what you have to offer me. But guess what? Those things, right, can go up and down.
Yeah.
Up and down.
All the time.
So so guess what? If you're looking for that, and guess what? They might have it now. Y'all get to in a relationship, and guess what? 5 years later, they don't have that. They might lose their job because they're not mentally correct. They not mentally, emotionally strong. Like you said, leader, they might get at work, somebody might make them upset, and next thing you know, they get into a fight, they get fired. Now they don't have what they had 5 years ago. Now they don't have that. See, the emotional part is important. You know, the communication, that's why it's important, because you get to know that person. That's why it's important to your communication got to be good.
You got to learn self-control, and you got to learn to use what do they call it, my job, the EPA program or whatever it is.
What's that?
Hey, I got a problem, let me go talk to this therapist for free.
We talk. Yeah, you listen, therapy is key too. If you got issues, you need to see a therapist, the right one for you. Everybody, have different ones for their different problems, because and that's what you got to do. Because guess what, you got some type of issue that you need to be working on. We talk.
I got friends that say, "Oh, well, I'm not crazy. I don't need to see no therapist." It don't mean you crazy because you see a therapist. You just talking to somebody about your problems,
right? That you can't fix. You need encouragement. You need. Yeah, right. You need to learn how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? That and I'm gonna let you see you wanted to say something. I want you to lose your thought. But here's the thing. I was talking to somebody early today, right? And what we're doing right now is positive, right? But look what the world is trying to do to mess our minds up. How many commercials do you see where they're pushing marriage? A man and a woman. How many commercials do you see? Do you see a lot of that? Be real.
No, I don't think so.
Exactly. But you know what they're pushing? A lot of same-sex marriages, a lot of same-sex relationships. They pushing that idea out of people's minds, and they want to focus on, they love each other. That's it. What about man and woman loving each other? You don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot. Talita, I'm being honest. Be honest. Do you see a lot of those commercials?
Right. I mean, me and my dude, we was talking about that the other day, just talking about how TV shows and stuff, like it matter now. Like, why do they have to have something about that in every show that we watch now?
Because that's what they want to push on us, and forget about that there are people who can get married and love each other unconditionally. They don't want us to know that. They don't want you to know that. They want you to know, okay, it's all right to be that way. No, but guess what? It is okay to have a marriage with a woman and a man and be happy. It's possible, and it should be done. But they're not pushing that. They want you to say, oh, it's okay to be yourself. Be yourself.
I don't know if y'all, Dennis, I don't know if you have small kids, T, if you have small kids, and I'm gonna just say this, and I ain't gonna say nothing else. Like the new, I think it's called the Cinderella movie, whatever it is, with Billy Porter or whatever. The fairy godmother, he's a fairy godmother. So I'm sitting up here watching this joint, and I see this come out, and my daughter, she's 11 years old, so she's impressionable, and she was like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be a lady. I was like, well, let's just cut it off. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, hold up. What? It's like they just made the fairy godmother a gay man.
That's what they're doing, and then people are afraid to talk about it. But listen, this is my thing about it, and we talk about self-control. This is all part of being self-control, having self-control. Because you know what? I always say this, and T say the same thing. What we listen to, what we watch, has a great impression on how we think, how we come to our thought process. You understand what I'm saying? Like really, like if you watching all of these things and you thinking it's okay, then what we do? What do people say? You know, it's all right. It's okay to do that. How is it okay? You know, I'm not gonna go deep in that. We definitely gonna do.
Let me say something. Okay, so I don't have young children anymore, which I'm very happy because this is a new world. Okay, trust and believe. This right here is something totally different. But I'll one day have grandbabies, right? And I've got to learn how to not be judgmental so much, because I need my grandbabies to know how to walk this world and communicate with every single different person, no matter what they look like. So that is a challenge. You know, we come up from a different life, and now we have to share our world with people that have they want their own sex as relationship. We have to share that now, the world, with those type of people. And how do you train your child under that new life? I think it's more of communicating. You know, if you're not going to sit up here and say it's right or wrong, you just say something in a way where some people do that. And you may see some people look like that, because the men that are out here wearing women's clothes, especially in this area, I still think it's okay, because what am I? Who am I to judge? I'm not going to sit up here and do no judgment. Okay. I have to sit up here and look at them as they are who they are, if that's how they want to be. But I'm not going to make myself feel uncomfortable around them. I'm not going to make my children or anybody else that's with me make them feel uncomfortable, because I have to communicate with everybody, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's more like we have to learn as Christians. We have to learn to communicate with them that we don't like looking at our shows. I'm not going to sit up here and tell my grandbaby if I see something that, and of course, there's some things you cannot let your grandchildren or children look at and listen to, of course. But there's going to be a time at an age where they have to learn something. So you have to communicate something, right? But what are we going to communicate? Are we going to sit up here and communicate wrong and right, judgment or condemnation, or grace and mercy? Think about which one are we going to do? Grace or mercy, or judgment and condemnation? So that's why I'm like, when I hear us talk more and more about, what we see in this world, I keep saying we're in a new world, y'all. We need to learn. We need to learn how to, because it is being pushed on you. And because I'm in the city area, in suburbs area, I see a lot, it's all around. So what do you do? I don't sit up here and want to feel uncomfortable when I'm walking next to them or beside them. I'm gonna look at them and smile and say, "How you doing?" You
All
know.
right. Hey T, well, listen. So I'm gonna say this. I don't agree with it. I don't accept it. But do I respect them as a person? Yes. That is the number one. I will never ever accept that. Okay, and my kids, I tell the same thing. But now respect them as a human being. Yeah, I'll do that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I listen. When I speak stuff, I speak it in existence, and I say it with a loving heart because I don't want to be tested and tried with that. So I say this to you with a loving heart, because I have been tried with that, and I'm gonna show you why. Me and Esther, we went to a Broadway show. A gay guy had said something to her. You know what he said to her? I didn't get upset. I didn't say anything. I said, babe, did you hear what he said? He said, work it, girl. Those pants are fire. I didn't get upset. She had some leather pants on. She got a nice voluptuous butt. So he said, work it, girl. Loudest, I don't know what. I didn't get upset. I didn't get mad. I was like, okay. He said, "These are fire. I got me a pair of those. What I'm gonna get upset for? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He at the end of the day, he said what he said. I didn't get upset. You see what I'm saying? I still respect it. See, it's different. Now, check this out. If it was another man that had said that, a man like myself, now I probably would have got offended. But I knew that he was that way, so I didn't get offended. But you see what I'm saying? I acknowledged it. I said, okay, that's how they talk. Boom. And that's okay. See what I'm saying? So I understand how the world is going. So there are certain things that you can't get upset about. I don't get upset about that. You know what I'm saying? It's the world that we live in. Yes, but I'm don't think I'm going to say that's cool. No, it's not cool. That's the world we live in. You feel what I'm saying?
Respect them, but
that's it.
Yeah. So you guys will be the ones to say if they come into the church. Okay, we're on a different topic, I know, but let's
go ahead and say it.
Okay, thank you. If they come into the church, right, and they want to be in your church, both of y'all, this is the scenario we talking about. Y'all both go to the same church, right? Y'all, and it's a good sized church. Both of y'all evangelists, you're in the church doing something, and you see a crowd of those type, get it, girl, come in. Let's say a group of 10 of them. They coming strong regularly all the time. Is there going to be something that's going to tick you off? Possibly.
Really?
You think about
it. Hold on. I'll leave it before you go. And God knows I'm telling the truth because, see, I'm not in the business of lying. See, for the record, that would not change anything because guess what? Their convictions, if they're coming, God will convict their heart. Their convictions, God will work on them. So only thing I'm going to do is continue to love, continue to speak the word of God, and God will work on their heart. That is it. It's not my job to sit there and say, you are condemned. But guess what? Now, am I going to sit there and say that is? See, I won't make them feel uncomfortable because guess what? They're there. For whatever reason, they're there. It's a purpose that they're there. So God will work on them as they continue to come. God will work on them. That's it. It's not for me to say, oh, you can't come in because you're gay. No. And any pastor that says that, guess what? God will fix them. God will get them. Tell them they can't come to the church because they live that lifestyle. No.
But my question was, is there anything that would tick you off to make you want to think of it? Because let's say that, some men can be flamboyant. They like to be very extra with the clothing, with the look, with the gestures of, communicating everything. And is there anything that will bother you to see those in the church? That's my question. And be honest with it. You know, if you're in your church, okay, but are you saying it? Are you saying it because you don't have as much of it in your current church, or have you ever really been around it?
Yeah, the restroom situation will bother me because they need.
Lita. Thank you, Lita.
She said, "Hold up, you Lita. I mean, T. You didn't say, tranny. You didn't say none of that. You said a gay. Yeah, you didn't say that. You said a man.
Say that again. I don't think I heard you.
You didn't say a transvestite or something like that. You didn't say
that. Any of them. We're talking about all of them that walk among the world, living a different type of life than us. You know, okay? We know there's a lot of letters in their phrase. I can't keep up.
Okay, so
you know,
look, here's the thing. Listen. When they come to church, they coming for a reason. Now, any of their acts, if it offends and it gets out of hand, then there's something has to be addressed. But if they're coming praising God and doing whatever, God is going to work on them. That's it.
Lita, what did you say? You said yes. In what would it be?
In the restroom, fitting room situation, because some of them think that our restroom is their restroom. Mm-hmm. I have a mini, and I have to tell them, like when I work in retail, if the body parts that you had that you were born with are male parts, then you have to go to this fitting room or this bathroom. You can't come in here. Just because you dress a certain way don't mean you a woman. You're not coming in here.
And you know, at least you are able to look at it, because that is true. That is something that is happening in the world, in our locations around the world, that we see more of. So if you saw it in church, it would be bothersome to you. I get that completely. But you know, there are those men now that go out there and say, well, I've had that surgery, so I don't have that part, honey. You know, talk differently. They are very aggressive with trying to get into a woman's life, the lifestyle of a woman. And I think it's very interesting. I swear, I think it's the most interesting thing I've ever seen, to see men want to be so women-like. I'm like shocked. Like, wow, that is something, ain't it? but I get what you're saying. At least
what society is saying is okay.
Desmond said, you see the new shit with D Wade's son. That right there, okay. And Desmond, you probably need to come on with this.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you, because you have a son. I have a son. Mm-hmm. I love my son dearly. Don't come home with that shit. Because we not doing
look, now I gotta stop you there. Because
we're not doing that.
But look, to be honest and truthfully, look, you know, I thank God that, you know, my nephews, or, you know, not like that or anything, but I'm someone shares something with me that is a pastor. You know, their daughter is that way. He's a pastor, okay? But now here's the thing. You cannot say that you're not gonna love your kid. You gotta love your kid no matter what. Because you know why? No matter what, even if it was your son, your daughter, at the end of the day, you have to show them love more than anything. The reason why is because guess what? You can cause them to go into a deep black hole that can, in their life, if not in their life, do something that will cause somebody else harm. So it's important and it's imperative that you still love that child no matter what, because guess what? You got to realize at the end of the day, God's still going to love them.
I wasn't going to love them, but I'm just not going to condone it. I'm not going to act like I'm okay with it.
No, but it's like, you know, it's nothing you really can do, because at the end of the day, they say
you can't do nothing about it. If they're going to choose that way, that you can't do nothing about it.
Right.
I can't get in his body and make him do what I want him to do, or she, as my daughter, want her to do. If that's what they choose, that's what they choose, and I'm going to love them regardless, but I'm not going to like it.
Right. Now, look, you read that. Read what that saying.
Let me say before we get into the comment. Look, and honestly, Lita, you would actually kind of, if you had a situation like that, because I think of myself, I feel like that would actually change as time goes on, because you would get to know the two of them, whoever it would be, as a relationship, and your heart will change. Because when we're put in situations in our life that is totally foreign to us, our hearts begin to see differently. So it's kind of like, the love changes. So that's why I was like, I hear you on it, and nobody really wants to say that they want that in life. I don't know if they do. Some people have no problem saying I wouldn't mind it, but a lot of people say that they would mind it.
I
But
guess if you live it, you wouldn't know.
right,
I have a lot of friends that are that way, so I don't have a problem with them because they're my friends. So
yeah,
I accept them and I love them the way they are. But until it comes into my home, like my children, I wouldn't know how to react. But I know I don't want to ever have to deal with it. But I'ma still love my kids regardless.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I kind of, and I do understand you. And Candy's comment, honestly, she's right. And when it comes to the youth part, that's really what we need to really stand strong on, to protect the youth from it. How do you protect the youth from it though, when it's so much into the televisions and the cartoons and all of the stuff that they watch? So like you're still trying to protect them, but you have to educate them as well on it. So it's kind of like that's why I say new parents nowadays, they have a lot more to deal with just because of that situation. So but protecting them from being pushed on them, that the lifestyle of somebody else to being pushed on them, of that's something that it can happen at a young age. But how do you protect them? Especially if you got it all around you, or you bring it into your own house and don't even know about it. There are
But
women that have men in their life type of things.
So look, so what y'all just said. Here's the thing. I had to talk with my daughter. Y'all see the comment?
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. So look, I had to talk with my daughter. Right? I said I don't agree with that. That's wrong. Right? She said, "Dad, how can you say that?" I said, "Because it's wrong. I mean, just period." Right? I said, "Listen. At the end of the day, I'm a father. You're my daughter. My ultimate thing is this: I want to see you walk down the aisle with your husband.
correct.
Period. That listen, that's something that every man that has a daughter want to see." I said, so that you'll take that away from me. So that's the thing. You see, daddy's married. That's that is how I would love to see you do. Get married, have children, and then they come home and say, "Hey, Papa," whatever. You know, that's every father's dream. I said, so you will take that away from me if you decide to do that. I said, but guess what? No matter what, I'm still gonna love you. Period.
It's just
Period.
it's a new generation.
And yeah, it is. It is truly is. And guess what? At the end of the day, it is what we teach
I
our children,
I
what we
don't
teach them. Yeah,
push it on us for everything because like they just push it on us. Like the new y'all watch the new Fresh Prince.
No.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they made the Ashley. She's
Right.
she's
Ain't that
gay.
something? That's crazy, right?
The new Ashley is gay. And so my
And
thing
it
is
was never like that in Fresh Prince,
it was
Bel
never
Air, the first one. Never.
I was like every show, and like I said, I don't have no problem with them people. They can do what they want to do. I love them. They're still humans. We love them. We accept them in our society. But why is it everything? And it's just like we include them in everything because that's just a part of life, the way it is now. Period. Point blank. It's the way it's going to be. When you look at your benefit package, when you sign up for benefits, it'll say domestic partner. And I was like, wait a minute, what? It's including the fact that if you're not man and woman, you might be man and man or woman and woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, T. So check this out. I was looking at one of my shorts, right, and someone else had a short, and it was about Christians and a gay woman. She said, "God loves me just like He loves you," right? So
Mm-hmm.
so she said, "I'm not sinning." So she said, "Show me in the Bible She said, show me in the Bible where it says that I'm sin. Show me the scripture. So, right? So the lady said, you can't show me nowhere in the Bible it says that. So the guy was getting ready to say it. She said, you can't show me nowhere in the Bible that is wrong. Now, she said it, that she go to church just like her, and she said, you can't show me nowhere in the Bible. Do you understand why she said that?
Okay, so tell me.
Because in her mind, she's doing the right thing. And that's it. What, no matter what, it's because in her mind she's doing the right thing.
Oh.
Because she feels like, because God loves her unconditionally, that she's doing something okay.
Yes, and I understand that. I've had a conversation recently about having to respect what other people say, even if they think it's not in the Bible or if it is in the Bible. They are going to do what they want to do for their life. They're going to do and they'll justify it however they want, because more and more people are living like that.
Read that down there. That's true. That's true.
I can't say anything about that being wrong. It's probably, but you know,
that's true.
I don't look. I hate saying exactly what we think people are. I don't. That's the thing. I do my best to stay out of trying to judge somebody. So I don't. Hear me out. Just hear me. So when he's saying they're broken, I don't want to look at it and say that that's true, just because how do I know? Like, who am I to make a judgment to say that? I'm not God. I did not create them. So maybe they were created to live a life that way. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe that they were created because they're in that space in their mind to be that way. Like, we are living with people that have a different mindset. And so why would I sit in the seat of judgment to say that they are broken, they're fixed? I mean, everybody's broken. So, but to say that one group is broken, it's like, I can't do it. I just can't. Because everybody is here living this life the way they want to live it, and it's still God's creatures. We are all God's creatures.
No, T, that's not what he's saying. But you got
in his comment is broke. They are broken. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to say that is true. I hear it and I say, huh? You know, I kind of go put my hands up, kind of like that, because I don't want to put myself in the seat of judgment. That's all.
But T, that's not judgment.
It is. You say people are broken. That is basically
Candy's comment.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that too. I have seen it firsthand myself. Thank you for bringing that up, Candy, because that is so true. I've seen it myself where they are young and talk very like feminine, and they're not trying to do it, and then they chase little boys and things like that. You know, they're there, and that's why I say God created them to be.
Whoa, hold on. Let's get one thing straight.
Oh Lord have mercy.
No, T, we gotta hold up. We have to be real with ourselves, like, and be honest. Okay, the comment was they're born that way, right? Mm-hmm. If they are, that comes from the parents.
No, see, that's the thing.
No, somebody. Wait, hold on. Somebody, listen. Hold on. You can't say no, because watch this. Now watch this. I have three things you're gonna say you can't deny. One, if one of your parents is an alcoholic, 9 times out of 10, you'll be an alcoholic. Not always, but that's come from the parents. If one of your parents are a smoker, 9 times out of 10, one of the children would be a smoker. So that gene and that DNA comes from the parents. So if one of the parents is like that, there's a possibility that the child could come out like that. It's a possibility. You can't just wean it and say that's not possible. I'm giving you the fact that yes, guess what? They can be born like that, but that's a DNA. That's a trait that comes from one of the parents.
I'll accept the DNA, but guess what? It's a DNA in every human being then. Everybody has that DNA possibility that can be turned on or off. So you can't sit here. It's true. It's true. It's just like our genes. Our genes, all of our genes have the same functionality, but some genes are turned on and off on more people than others. And that's how our family is created. So
explain why, Desmond, you need to come on here and stop all of this. And Andy, you come on here too.
Look, they going back and forth, right? But look, we not listen because some people can be offended. Some people could, look at it different way. It's just right now we all talking our personal feelings about something, right? But
it's definitely DNA.
Yeah, it's DNA. It's DNA. You listen. If you think for 1 second that God created them like that, no.
Why do you keep saying that? Who created the people then? I mean, dude, who's creating these people?
Hold on. T, hold on.
Yes.
There are people. Listen, all serious. There are people in this world that have children that are not supposed to have children. And because they have had children, those children they suffer.
Are they not God's children?
No. Listen, there are couples that are not supposed to have children and they have children. And guess what? They are, listen.
Are they? You're saying that. I understand you on it, but let's go deeper to that point. Okay, you saying that those children that were not supposed to be born are not God's children?
They God's children, but guess what? They God's children, but guess what? Did God say, "Oh, you supposed to have a child with this person"? Because you have a child with this person, they're gonna have. Listen, they have children. People have children with people they're not supposed to have. Guess what? And by that being said, guess what? There are problems, there are issues that child has to have.
I understand. I do, but
you got me now.
No, the way you talk like you're saying people are mistakes and they shouldn't be here. That's how you talk. Lita, tell me if you hear what I'm saying and you hear what he's saying, if you understand our points. Because I truly am, every time I hear you say that, they were not supposed to have a child. They were not supposed to have a child. You sound like they're a mistake and they shouldn't be here.
All right, so do I?
So you saying, okay, we gonna start. The brat and her old lady not supposed to have kids?
What happened?
You saying they not supposed to have a child?
It's two women. So what?
One of them conceived the child. Brett
carried
the child.
Where they get the semen from?
They got it from a man. However,
guess what? That child. Watch this. That child has a father, right? If they're not going to be in, that father's not going to be in their life, guess what? What is going to be taught? Now, I ain't talking about gay, and I'm not. What's going to be taught?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about the child. Is the child supposed to be here? Because you are basically saying the child shouldn't be here, kind of thing.
They're two loving women. They love that baby.
Yeah, exactly. And that child is here as God's creature as well and loved by God as well. I agree. Disability.
I agree. I agree, Allison.
Yep. It does. Okay. It does. Very true. Good point, Allison. I like you coming on here.
But I don't think you. So you didn't understand me clearly, T. So let me retract. Let me go back, okay?
Oh, that's
I gotta put this. Look, I gotta put this one up. Listen to this.
Candy hit it on the head. That nail. Ooh.
Now, okay. Let's.
I'm listening.
All right. Let's. So I'm gonna go. Not too deep, but I'm gonna go, midway. Okay, T.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. Okay. Here is a man is abusive. Okay. He's abusive.
Mm-hmm.
He's married to a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, correction. He's not married to the woman, but he's very abusive.
Okay.
The woman has a child. She should not be having a child with a man that's abusive.
That's a judgment that you should not make.
What you mean, T? Come on.
Who are you, chef? Who are
T.
you to say it happens? It happens.
T, we not talking about it. We not talking about it's not happening, T. But what I'm saying to you is this. Guess what? She's been abused. Before she had a child with this man was beating on her. Guess what? She should leave.
It's her
but
story.
No,
it's
what you mean her story? No,
it's
she stayed and got beaten, abused mentally, physically, and guess what? Now she's having a child. That abuse is going to come down on the child.
Maybe not, but possibly.
No, it's no maybe or not. No.
Possibly, but maybe not. You don't want to say what it's going to definitely be, sir. Please try to refrain from saying exact. Come on, think about it. I mean, everybody has situations where it's ugly sometimes to bring a child in life. I know that there are stories about it, but that does not mean a child is a mistake and shouldn't be in this world.
You never heard me say a child is a mistake.
Okay, but why you couldn't sit up here and talk about the circumstances behind them getting pregnant?
Because that is very important.
Everybody has their story.
You're right. They have a story.
Yes, the story of how they came into life is always going to be different. It's not going to be pretty for everybody. That's it. So you have to accept that.
So because everybody has a story, right? They have a story, but guess what? Their story comes from what? Is it coming from a place of hurt and they heal from that? Because at the end of the day, if a child sees his mother get beat by her father, what you think it's going to do to that person? It's going to make them see things differently. It's going to make them feel a certain way. So if a child is in a woman's stomach, right? And she's been beat, she's feeling bad, feeling low self-esteem, that doesn't affect the child.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so that is going to affect the.
That's not what you're saying. You're saying different things, and you're going up and down on the topics. Yes,
Leader, I'm going up and down
on the topics. You're basically talking about the background story of a person. Okay, the person that had lived a life, but we're talking about a situation that could be ugly, bringing a child into the life. It's still God's child.
I was reading the comment.
They say, Candy, they say hop on, Candy. Jessica, you go, come on, hop on, Candy.
Thank you, Allison. You're right. A woman that is raped, that child, if she keeps her child and loves her child, and maybe might even say how she came in the world, tell her child how the baby came in the world. You got to give love, not give so much dissension and hate that you are pushing out the love of God and grace and mercy.
We ain't talking about love of God. We're not talking about that.
About grace and mercy, though. We talking about grace and mercy.
You get grace and mercy later on after you understand that. We talk about children. Children don't know about grace and mercy.
We're going to talk about God's grace and mercy then. How about that?
Yeah.
When we talk about God's grace and mercy, that is something that, you could not take away from anybody.
All right. You know what?
Nobody can take your grace and mercy if you've experienced it from God and you know exactly your grace and mercy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has learned how the grace and mercy they received from God. They know it was God. So,
all right. Well, hold on. Lady T and Leader, I got one for you. Since I can't explain it, I may be coming off wrong, but I'm really not. Here, listen. I want you to no. Listen, I want both of you to take some time out. I want you to T. If it's available, I want you to go see this movie. The movie is called Sounds of Hope. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Sounds of Hope. Check it out.
Yeah.
You heard me, Leader? It's only in AMC's. Now I'm gonna show you something. Here's a greater example for you. I'm gonna explain to you. I'm gonna give you a little whiff of the story. So Huh?
I don't want you to tell the whole story again.
I'm not. There was a pastor and the first lady taking in foster children. That's all I'm gonna say. And what I'm saying to you is that, listen, I'm not gonna talk about the movie no more. But look, this is exactly what I'm saying. It's because, listen, yes, things happen, right? And because of that, right? Here goes somebody said this. We saw this. Candy says that's a good movie. Listen, because of that, right? The children had side effects because of their trauma. What had happened to them as children, right? Their parents still decided to do whatever they want. And that because of their actions, their children had to suffer. So that's what I mean by there are sometimes, and I always, and I'm clear about I don't say all the time, but you have to take in consideration there are children that come into the world that the parents are not supposed to be parents of the child because they're not ready to have a child. They're not capable of parenting the children. You got to think about it. Look at these children these kids having kids. They're not ready to be parents, but they have that because guess what? They having sex, and guess what? Because they had sex, they have children. They have a child. They're not ready to be a parent. So because they're not ready to be a parent, guess what? Everything that's going on in society, guess what? They got to look at it. They got to see it now. They become their person.
Good question too. I mean, it's
and look, Allison, you see the movie too. Sounds of Hope.
Look, when you are asking, when you're saying all this, it's basically how love should be. Love should be communicated in a certain way when it comes to everybody's life. We don't give the love of communicating the proper way. That's it. That's it. You know, we're sitting up here having a conversation about things that happen in the world, but we're doing the same thing over and over because we're insane. We're not doing the right things verbally. We're not speaking in the way where we are giving life and giving it abundantly to people to give them a brighter future. You know, we're doing things wrong with our words. We're saying things in the wrong manner that we're not really producing better people. I'm going to say that, better people. So that's it. Communication. Yeah. But it still has to be love. Love has to be in us a little bit more. We are people that are frustrated. We are people that are angry and hurt. And so when we talked about from the beginning, being violent, you know, it's all about our violence. We are violent people. How can we change that? That's what we need to learn how to do, because then we'll have better situations for everybody. And you won't sit here and say that people are not supposed to be here.
Lita, did I say that, Lita?
Yeah, you did.
Man, I said they not supposed to have children. I ain't saying they not supposed to be here.
Well, they had children.
Don't change my words. I said they not supposed to have children. They ain't supposed. That's right.
Yeah, well, those children are here, so you should say something.
Listen, hold up. So look, watch this. Hey, we all three of us have children, right? I have grown kids, right? And I'm gonna take accountability of me, right? Here's the thing. I'm gonna take accountability of me, right? I had a rough childhood, right? I grew up, I got mature, I did my little wilds, I sold my oats, you know, at a young age, whatever, right? 25 and stuff like that, boom, right? I was not ready to have children. I had children. Did I do the best that I could do? I did. Could I have done a better job? Yes. Do my kids know me? Yes. Am I a great father? Yes. Could I have been a better father? Yes. You see what I'm saying? I was not ready to have a child, but I had it. I did the best that I could. My parents did the best they did for me. And look, I'm the person I am today. I'm a better person as I grew because I wanted to become a better person. See, some people don't want to take accountability. They don't want to become a better person. They say, I'm me. Accept me for who I am. That's it. They're not trying to do better. You got what I'm saying? So I'm saying to the audience is that I'm encouraging people to really get to know your spouse, get to know the individual that you indulging with, that you sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do that, because guess what? A lot of things come that's negative that could come with it. Period. That's what I'm saying.
Unwanted
Like,
kids.
huh?
Your unwanted kids don't talk.
No, my babies, they love me. Do they love me the way I want them to love me? No. I know they love me. I know they care, but guess what? They don't do what I tell them to do. I got two girls. Two girls, guess what? They grown. One, my oldest daughter married. You know what I'm saying? Was that the choice that I wanted for her? No, but can I stop it? No. Guess what? She married. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? And I feel like the choice that she made is because I lived in one state, she lived in another. Guess what? She didn't really see me that much, right? Now my youngest one, right? My youngest one see me all the time. Is she doing everything I say I want her to do? No. But guess what? One day I gotta tell you, she respect me. She respect her mother to a certain extent, and she grown now. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in the world is like it's grabbing a hold, and I can't do nothing now. So now I'm at the point where I'm trying to encourage people to really get to know your significant other. Lady T, with your little smart mouth. With your smart self.
That's right. That's why I've had the relationships I've had with my men in my past.
And look, exactly, you know.
Yes, you're right. Yep.
You know what I mean? And look, I guarantee you, now your selection now is like, you ain't even gonna tolerate nothing now. You like, hold up, what?
No, I'm different.
You gonna be like, beat it. Soon as you see something wrong, you be like, yo, man, you kick the curb. Kick the curb.
I say it differently though. That's all. It's all about, maturity. I've gotten older. So
that's it. And look, it's okay. Listen, and some people don't want. Look, it's okay if you older, start all over. It's easy for me to say, right? But you got to. If you want to do the right thing, you got to do it. It's the right way. And guess what? Some people say, somebody said, hold up. Look, they said, look, here's the thing. Watch this. She said, some people's stories are very different. Doesn't mean it's wrong, right?
Right.
What now? Now you're absolutely right. Doesn't mean it's wrong. But watch this. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. But there's a right way and there's a wrong way. Right and wrong. Period. Right? Y'all agree to that?
Nope. It's always look at it like this. It's always the way. Everybody has to go a way, and if it hurts them, if it's good for them, or if it's their journey, it has to be done. So said who?
Look, it's at the end of the day, there's a right way and there's a wrong way. Yes, it's your way, it's your journey. Yes. But
okay, we live by laws. How about that? Would you want to say that because we live by laws of the land? We got laws of our land, so the right and wrong is based on the laws of the land. How about that? That was good.
I can take that.
Okay.
Look, watch this. There's a right way in a relationship. There's a wrong way in a relationship, right? It depends on the two individuals. Is that correct? That's about right.
Individuals,
right? Yep. But at the end of the day, guess what? You still got to get to the same destination. Different ways, but you still got to meet at the same destination.
Well, I see Desmond's not coming on. It would have been nice to hear about that brokenness thing. So
yeah. Nah, he said he was driving. He said he'd be home in 10 minutes. I said,
that's what he.
Hold on. Listen to this. He said, if you want to speak about God, God has given us all what we can. Oh, Lord Jesus.
What we can handle. I agree.
No, hold on. Wait a minute. You agree to what?
What we can handle. Giving us all what we can handle. God has given us all what we can handle. So everybody's situation is what God knows they can handle. And if it's supposed to be ugly or beautiful in your eyes or anybody else's, it's for them to go through, and they are supposed to handle it because that's what it's supposed to be given to their life. Everybody has a journey. God knows what it is. So you're going to have to live your journey. That's it.
Hey, T.
Yes.
So, all right, I'm gonna say from me, right? I said this before. And you can say what you want to say, leader too. But I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna say me, then I'm gonna ask you. You said it's a journey, right? Right?
Yes.
For me, as I got older and I got more mature, I understand of my because of some of the actions that I had done, that the response was me having a child. Now, my first child was out of disobedience. So I had a child. I was warned not to do something, and I had a child. Everything that my mother told me that was going to happen happened.
Okay.
I was disobedient. God said, okay, you don't want to listen? Now you have a child. Guess what? Everything that she said I was going to go through, I went through. That's my journey.
Well, you're reliving it all the time. Let me just say that right here. We're going to say this because you relive this journey of yours by communicating it. Because I've heard you say this on this platform several times about your journey with your daughter. So let me just say that you are the one bringing this up. So yes, because you will not let it go. You bring it up. It is real to you, and so that is the reason why I say yes. You are reliving it. It's on your mind.
What's in my mind?
If you always bring up this whole thing with your daughter. I've heard this be on.
I just said, I said, yeah.
No. But this is another day. This is another day. You've said this, and this is something because it's in your mind so strong that you bring it up. Yes.
So you chose. So you chose. Look, Look, you chose your baby fathers.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Did you choose your baby father?
Did I choose my baby father?
Yes.
I did.
So you look. It's I'm talking about before you look. Before you got in a relationship, you said, you know what, this guy's gonna be my.
No,
my baby
okay,
father.
that's what you mean. I knew that he was gonna. No, of course not. But I did choose him to know that I was with him. You chose who you were gonna be with. You got advice.
No, I didn't know. No, I didn't choose.
Hear me out. Hear me out. You chose because you were in the relationship. Okay.
No, I wasn't. I'm telling you, I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm serious. I wasn't.
All right. Let me say this.
Leader,
are we talking about the same scenario with your daughter? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
My first one.
Your first daughter. Okay. Your first daughter, you chose because you had relation with this woman, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Lita.
Oh, you talking about that? Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
You chose. Yes, of course. That you made the choice to have a relation with her. You know, you chose to have.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. So you chose. Then you heard something that it could have been right or wrong. It does not matter. It was the fact that you heard something. We're going to say it was a message that was very profound for your life because you heard that was so profound for your life. You have been holding on to that message and have not been able to let that message go. That's how I see it. You always talk about that message. It's still in your heart. You still questioned it. You know what I mean? Lita, have you heard this story before?
No.
Okay. But I know you said it. So,
of course I said it. Of course. So, Lita, you chose your baby father?
No, I didn't choose him. I didn't know that when we got together we were gonna have no kids. No, except for one of them. One of them I chose.
So you said you gonna be my baby father?
I wanted to have a child with that person, that individual. Yes.
What you say? What you say, Lady T? Yeah.
So did I say? Okay.
I don't understand what he's saying. Nobody going unless you married to somebody going and talking about, oh yeah, you gonna have kids by them. But no.
But you didn't say. You said I'm gonna have a child by you, but I'm not gonna marry you.
He's confused. That's all I keep telling him. He's so confused.
Okay. All right, hold on, y'all. I got news for y'all. Hold on, right here. Hold on.
Oh, where'd she go?
Huh?
Lita left.
What'd you say?
Lita
left?
Well, maybe she'll probably be back. Oh yeah, we're gonna hear this. This is gonna be another 20 minutes as Desmond gets on here.
Hey, look. Well, you know, today Wednesday. This it's like our Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put y'all on pause.
Yeah, we about
Why?
to have a storm again in North Carolina.
Yeah, ours passed.
Oh, so your other buddy about to come on.
Now
Yeah.
he don't want to come on with his tomfoolery.
Man, listen. This is great. This is great. This
Oh, Lita,
blow out
I
the
meant to
window.
tell you, I don't know what the right word, because there's a word for it. Your top, I know there's a word for it. What's it called? I got one, but I don't know the word.
Dashiki.
Yeah, it's like a nightgown and it's very, very comfortable. But
Dashiki.
but his man,
Hey! Don't do that. Don't do that.
Wood don't like when I wear take off that granny gown. I was like, listen, I'm comfortable. Let me be what I be.
That's right.
You play your video games, I wear my.
Hey! Don't be talking about the video games. We ain't talking about the video games. Okay?
That needs to be the next topic. These men in these video games.
Woo!
What? I play the video games. So what you saying?
And he do too. And y'all getting on my nerves.
I go to work every day. When I get home, wife not here. I'm on the game. When she get here, she kicking me off. I get off. See,
you don't even understand.
What you mean? I work 5. I'll get up at 5 in the morning. I be at work. I get off at noon. I play the game till about 6 o'clock, 6:30. Boom. I get off when she get home.
Is that every day?
Him and my dude.
If I ain't got nothing else to do, yeah.
They on that game all the time.
Yeah.
And when they not on that game, they don't plan a whole 3 trips to football games, and I ain't even know about it. And then he gonna tell me, "Oh yeah, I'm going to this one with Dennis and this and this." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, hold up, y'all making plans?"
Wait a minute. I gotta correct you there because guess what? You women do that all the time. Now he have a male bonded. He got a whole brother. Now it's a problem. Yeah, you better y'all. I know you going trips. I know you going. Girl, we going on here. Look, we going on trips. It's gonna be me, him, my brother, and my pops. Yeah.
You worry about Ayuk not getting it, wanting to trade. Worry about that.
Don't worry about him. Hey, look, she talking about that. Where does it do that? I just sent it to him.
He's probably getting himself set up. He just got home.
Yeah, he need to get his and tell him to come correct because we don't want no foolishness tonight.
Oh, you want no buffoonery? Oh shoot! What the heck? Man?
All right, well look, I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Go ahead, just put. Yeah, go ahead. See.
No, I was saying Wood just text too, but I guess he getting reception somewhere.
You talking about Wood?
Yeah, he getting reception somewhere.
Yeah.
Because he coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be on that game hollering.
Yeah, we got some new fried fish.
I was looking at tickets on the thing today because I want to go to this New Orleans game, but it's gonna be in Atlanta, so I'll be back in Atlanta again with my homegirl Carlita.
For what? Basketball?
No, this for football. She a New Orleans Saints fan because she from New Orleans. And them tickets are cheap. Like them tickets, seats are better than what me and Shelton have for the Dallas game, and they cheap. But I guess New Orleans not a good team or something.
No, they not. And then also the
Falcons, they not.
Nah, they're not good.
So
and Atlanta's not Atlanta and Saints. They not a big fan base. Yeah. Dallas 49ers, Dolphins, they big fan base. So the ticket's expensive.
Yeah, them Dallas tickets was down at Mercedes-Benz. Like I think our tickets were a little over $6.
Yeah.
But I think he gonna enjoy it because he like his little Cowboys.
If he don't come on in a few minutes, I'm gonna have to close up shop.
Yeah, close up shop.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
There you go. I'm hungry too. I ain't ate nothing. I'm gonna eat some fruit.
But leader, while you on here though, but you got to make sure. Look, you got to make sure you tell your friends, your coworkers about this. Tell them to subscribe. Check us out on Mondays and Wednesdays. You got to tell them. You got to tell them. You know, look. Even if you tell you,
Candy, Allison, they can come on. I mean, we like that.
Yeah. So you gotta make sure you let people know about it. You say, look, we be on the podcast Mondays and Wednesdays, 6:30. Come on, subscribe. You gotta listen. You gotta get their phones, show them, and say, look, this is what we doing. We doing stuff like this. And you never know. They might want to come on and voice their opinion. Huh?
Yeah, to talk about some topics, because this is one probably definitely my homegirl might have wanted to be a part.
Good.
Yeah, and they got to be look. Let me do this one more time. They got to be serious too. You know what I mean? Because some people just get on here. They trying to just talk nonsense.
Yeah.
You know.
We don't think they're lost in the clouds.
Now there we go. Oh, hold on. No, there you go. There you go.
We waited for you.
Oh, look at it. Hey, there we go. Yeah, we waiting for you. We about to close up shop, man. Let's go ahead, man. You been listening.
I know.
Been chiming in.
I see it.
Go.
Yeah.
Chime in. Let them know. Give them the correct answer, man. Because they were looking. They was like this. Come on, we ready. Give them that.
Hey, you hear me, right?
Yeah, we hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm gonna say you was out of control today. Like Lady T was saying, just all over the place, bro. I was like, slow it down, calm down, relax.
What you talking about, young man? What you talking about, young man?
Sometimes you be all over the place and can't nobody understand nothing you talk about.
So can you elaborate on this so we can understand? We can understand.
No. We're gonna elaborate on the broken part. You know, we're gonna
okay. You want? That's you. Yeah, because your comment you said you want to tell them about they being broken. Let's go. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So like I said, I truly believe most people that when they turn gay, they make that decision. It's because they're broken, right? It's like if a son grows up resenting his dad, and then later on just resenting guys. I mean, his mother. I'm sorry. And he gravitates towards the guys, and it only takes for the right person to come along and just corrupt them, and vice versa. Same thing with women. They got a resentment against guys, men, and then women treat them nice. So that's how things happen for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I do not believe that anybody's born gay. That's not a thing.
No, but I'm hit it. It is.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's just like every child is born brain dead. Like they don't know anything. They got to learn. Right, so being gay and those behaviors, those mannerisms, all that is trained behavior.
All right, but you gotta remember, there's a DNA that comes from the mother and it comes from the father. So let's say now, ladies, do y'all agree with what I'm saying? If the father is kind of a little sweet in it, little sweet tea,
that has nothing to do with DNA.
What you mean, don't?
Being gay has nothing to do with DNA. It's not hereditary.
What you trying? So Magic Johnson's son, what's up with that?
I mean, hey, we don't know what happened in that household. So you know what I'm saying? A lot of gay people, like they broken in the sense that like it's a disconnect with their parents. One of their parents, both of their parents, whatever. It's love.
I would like to know what happened there.
I mean, like I said, everybody's story is different, man. But it comes from somewhere. Nobody's born gay. That's not a such thing.
I disagree.
I disagree.
So you gotta tell me how. Nobody. It's not possible to be. No, when anybody that's born, they don't have a sense of the world.
But there are certain things within the DNA, within their genes that are more heightened than others, and so that's what I'm going to send you, because I like scientific stuff that tells you a little bit about, studying people and their genes and DNA type of stuff. And when you look at how a person is, sometimes you can actually see where, even think about it. And I said this earlier and he laughed at me, but
what
I said, what I'm about to tell you, you're going to blow your mind still, that I said that everybody is first a female.
Wrong. Wrong.
No, it's not.
Wrong.
No, it's not.
And that's
Wrong.
for male
I
stuff.
sent it. I
No,
sent it.
hey, you
I
said
know.
that, but guess what? You cannot be something without being created.
Well, okay, listen.
So
Let me
so how,
finish.
so how you gonna be gay?
Let me just say this part
Mhm.
about it. Okay, so a woman, when she's being pregnant, or she's knowing she's pregnant, there's a certain time that they tell you not to find out. You will not be able to find out the sex, right? So there's the reproductive system of only the female at that time. So that's what I'm saying. At that time, there could have been something within that child that was not more masculine, or, to the side of more masculine, and more feminine on the side of more feminine. That's what I'm saying, because at the time when they tell you, you can find out the sex of your child after a certain amount of weeks, and I don't know. Once they know that, they know it's going to be a boy and girl. But there are certain things within that child that made them to be who they come out to be in the world. Yes, there are people out there that do perverted things to children, and those situations. But I have seen a child who was a male and did a lot of things that were not manly or boy-like, and they were more girly-like. And it was nothing to do with the parents. It had nothing to do with the parents. It was just the child's mannerism.
Who are they hanging out with? Who are
It's
they
a
hanging out with?
child. It's a child. It's a toddler. And then as they grow, they still grow into it. But I mean, look, I'm gonna say it like this. I think I've seen more of it. I've seen it in one African American family, in my life, of what I'm saying, and what I've seen. But I have heard of it still in, white people have it. The Asians have seen it. So it's not like something I'm making up for just seeing it with my own eyes. There are other nationalities that say they've seen it as well in people. So that's what I'm saying. It's a people thing that is, I look at it as a DNA gene type of thing. And it's not brokenness. It has nothing to do with brokenness, because of the fact that we are created who we're supposed to be. You're not going to find the same type of person on this earth. There's not going to be that. You're going to find somebody that like men and women all the time and want to live that type of life, or they like men only or women only. But there's think of us as like different species walking.
I think that's broken. They're broken. They got a broken heart.
They're broken. Listen, look, statistics show. Relax over there. Statistics show that most people that turn gay, they've been tampered with, they've been touched, they've been molested. That's statistics.
I understand. I get it.
So that's them being broken. They was been touched by Father Paul. You know what I'm saying? or somebody, or somebody. You know what I'm saying? And something internally, mentally, is broken in them.
I understand what you're saying.
And I don't know what year Gen Z started, so I looked it up, man. Gays. We heard of gays for many years, right? But it was like with the Gen Z, it's more and more gays by a large margin. Before Gen Z, it was like people that identified as homosexual or transgender or bisexual was 7.6. It is now 23.3%. that identify as being gay or lesbian. I mean, and that's because they put it on TV, right? And that's corruption. You know what I'm saying? Like kids don't know no better. So when they see cartoons, they see every TV show, every commercial, it's gay this, gay that. What you're doing is corrupting their minds, making them believe that it's okay. And guess what? As long as we condone this kind of behavior, they're going to have kids, they're going to teach that same stuff. Oh, it's okay to touch another boy. It's okay to kiss another girl. So and it's not okay.
So why I hear you, and a lot of people say that. So why hasn't the laws changed? So that's why I'm like, we are living the world where we're seeing that happen, and yet we see all the changes happening in the movies, in the cartoons, in the commercials, everywhere, right?
Yes.
Remember what I said to you earlier, T? Remember what I said to you earlier? I said, now that's a good point that you made, D, about corruption. But look, what I said to you guys earlier before he came on, I said you don't see a lot of them pushing happy marriages. They
Well,
do not put. They don't subscribe that. So they subscribe to something else, saying it's okay to do that, but they're not saying it's okay to have a happy marriage.
Hey, but Chef, they used to.
I was about to say that too.
They used.
Right,
Listen.
they
Hold
pushed
on.
it.
I put a message up there. I don't know if you put it up on the screen or not. So it is the law now that you have to put that on there. It's the law.
Got to put what on there?
I'm like, he's about to get the switch, but no, it's the law, right?
But
That,
you have to do what?
every TV show you gotta incorporate gay in there. Every movie.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. And let me say something too, which is crazy. You women help push that along. You women corrupted the world. Now, hold on, let me explain. Way back. So the same thing they doing with this gay community thing, it's the same thing women did for women's rights. So the women got together and said, "Hey, you did it for us, you got to do it for them." It's about inclusion and diversity.
Mm.
And huh?
He did put that up. I seen that.
Yeah.
I put it up.
So that it's the law. You can look it up. So a lot of people blame Obama because that's when they really started pushing this. When Obama was like, yeah, same-sex marriages. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he did that because he said, I think it was one of his daughters came home and said something about a dinner party or something. And I think it was Sasha, whoever the youngest is, and said that, but she said, but their parents or whatever are whatever.
Same sex.
Same sex. And so Obama was like, okay. And they got to talking about during that dinner party, right?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Obama wanted to include whatever. I mean,
it's smoke and mirrors. That was a publicity stunt. When he did that, guess what? Everybody that identifies as being gay, lesbian, whatever, they was on his side. And they helped swing those votes to him. And Biden took a page out of his playbook, and guess why he did it? The whole time Biden was going for president, who was by his side? Kamala was to the right, Obama was to the left. Say this, Obama was writing for him. Obama said, listen, stick to the brothers. Preach that black shit, black power. Yeah. No, I'm serious.
I agree.
Bro,
I agree.
Did you watch the president? Hold on. Did you watch the presidential debate like 2 weeks ago, Terrell?
I don't do politics.
I did.
No, I voted for Biden, right? Because I'm Democrat, but he when he was talking about black people, I was like, shut the bro. He started quoting lyrics from the Not Like Us. I said, please stop, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Please stop. I'm like, what are you doing?
Actually did that.
And I was like, okay, so
Did it for Kendrick.
Oh God, yo, y'all crazy.
Shout out.
he
Bro,
was wilding out though.
Bro, just the other day he had a speech, and I felt so bad. I was like, damn, I voted for this mother. No, listen, I'm trying my best to support Biden, but he said he was quoting up with some more rap lyrics and stuff. He said, and if you ain't down with that, you ain't really black. You're not a true black. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. And he was talking about black people, saying you're not truly black if you ain't down with this.
Yeah,
And
he
I'm like,
wilding out.
so it's a publicity thing. So you want all the black people on your side? So black power, black excellence, the black community up. Say, I'm gonna do all this for the black people, right? And that's what he did his first run. Now he's trying to do that now. Same thing with the gays. Same thing. Oh, I support it. But then, Sleepy Joe, he messes up sometimes. Then he'll say, oh, gays, I don't support that. And then people, that's why they make these shorts and these highlight reels of him. They be like, he's confused. He's going through dementia. But it's a publicity thing. Obama, he knew, he a businessman. He knew by going that route, he was going to get all them votes. Trump wasn't going to go for that.
No, Trump ain't going. Trump be standing on business about what he say.
Yeah, this thing on assassination attempt on him and stuff.
His line.
He probably paid for that. The only bad thing is people got killed. He probably paid for that. He got a little, like a hickey on the neck, man. That little old red spot.
Hey yo,
he racist as hell, bro. And that's why it kills me to have black people say, "Oh, I voted for Trump. Oh, I like Trump." Bro, he said, "Make America great again." When was America great? When we was enslaved?
Hey, bro. Hey, bro, we now here and talk about this.
My bad, bro. But
We not
got you.
doing that.
I
He's
got
not
you,
trying to
bro.
open that door. He doesn't want to open that door.
No, not today.
The politics,
I got-
no, I get it. I get
That's what I'm talking
it.
Oh,
But
you
when he-
T. Oh, look, hold up,
when
T.
he-
If that's what you want, look, T. If that's what you want to do, we definitely could go to the sip and tripping, and you
Yeah.
can talk about that. We can go to sip and tripping.
I wouldn't be able to talk too much on it because I'm not into politics like that. I do hear a lot, but I don't
You can-
know much.
You can sit.
I'm an uneducated person, so
Well, you
sit
come
and
Hey,
you
look.
trip.
See,
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
slip your trip.
Alita.
I get T educated.
There you go. There you go. She's so educated.
Hey, Lita.
Politics, everything.
Lita, write this down.
I don't
Hold on,
want to be affiliated to it. I ain't gonna lie.
No, but look,
No,
listen.
Lita.
One thing my father always said, he's like, what makes you intelligent, what makes you smart is when you are well versed in every avenue, right? So like you can jump in any conversation and hold your own. So when you say you educated and you like to read, follow politics.
That's the thing. That is one thing I do not like.
Lita,
because There's
hey,
so much corruption with politics.
Put your
The link.
your link so Lita can get it. Lita, get this link. You'll like over there. You gonna really like over there. Sip and trip.
No,
That's his podcast. Nah,
Okay.
you was sipping last week. You gonna sip and trip. Yo, we gonna get you right. You gonna sip yourself right on over there. I'm gonna get you over there. Hey, yeah, D, put it in here. Put it in the link.
You don't want no political science.
I just sent it
No, where you sitting at? Where you put it at?
in the chat.
Where you sitting
I don't know. It might be a
see
delay because when I send messages, like you be posting it like 10 minutes later. So I don't know.
See it.
No, you got how you see it?
No.
No, D, you gotta post it in the chat we in right now, not on your phone.
I did. Hold on.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
See it? It's in there. That's what I say. It might be a delay because I noticed when I put messages in there, you posted like 10 minutes later. I'm like, damn, he just not seeing it.
Yeah, I still don't see it.
Text
I
it
said,
later. I don't get it. I'm gonna come sip and trip this dang. Man, it's so dark outside. What time is it?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
8:30.
yeah, we gonna close up. Listen, but you know, I don't. You see that, D? I just sent mine.
Hold on, let me, because I put my phone down. Let me check. Yeah, you put laugh out loud.
Right, I don't see yours.
That's wild. So is Lita in that group chat?
Yeah, she in it. No, hold on.
Yeah.
The group chat that they sent today.
No, the other week or whatever.
No, I'm gonna put you in this. I'll put you in the group chat that we in. I'll put you in there. But
All
look,
right.
we're gonna have to get out of here. But I'm listen, it was a great conversation. Man, we went 2 hours long. Woo.
Yeah.
Let me grab AT. Let me grab your eyeballs.
Yes.
Lita. Yeah, I got you. Listen,
What?
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta go. Hold on. I got the police is here. Hold on, I gotta go.
All right, talk to you later.
All right.
All right, y'all. Look, it was good. I'll talk to y'all later. We
Bye,
talk to
y'all.
y'all next week. All right, look.